Welcome everyone and welcome to part 2 of the question and answers. If you watched the first one, we didn't mention there would be a part 2, but after we did the first one, me and Chris just thought that there was a lot of good questions that were sent our way that we should make a second video. So we are making the second video now, and it's actually happening right after the first one was shot. So let's get ready to it. Chris, are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. So the first question is, how do you deal with stress? The fundamentals of dealing with stress is don't focus on the things you can't control. Because there are a lot of things in life you can't control. Focus on how you can reduce the stress. Focus on how you can make the changes and realize that you can't get rid of stress in 1 second. You have to understand that it might take time, it might take weeks. And as long as you have your best foot forward, weeks. It might take months, but as long as you have a full game plan of how you're going to get out of the stressful situation. And the other thing is, the more stressed you are, the less productive you'll be, the less you'll be in a positive state. And when you're stressed out, the worst thing is being in a state that's not going to help you get out of that stressful situation. And although this is a very broad question, the main thing I just say is focus on the things you can control, and also know that things will get better. Just because you're stressed right now doesn't mean you'll always be stressed, and sometimes we have to go through those hard times, but when you are going through these stressful situations, make sure you're still in a state where you can take action and work on the things you need to.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you need to stay calm and that don't focus on the things you can't control, but focus on things you can control, such as motivation, such as seeking feedback from others. Good others, meaning that not someone you cannot trust, but someone you can trust, as well as just make sure you do not confuse quantity with quality. You want quality feedback, not quantity. Not a lot of feedback, but little.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, the second question. I want to talk to someone about something, but I know they will be mad. Oh no, not a good situation to be in. And, I wish I could tell you there's an easy answer to this, but there isn't. Regardless of what you say, the person likely will have an initial reaction of being mad. But the best way that I approach things, or I would tell you guys to approach it, is focus on what the intent is, okay? Your intent is not to make the person mad. Your intent may be, okay, I'm hurt, I need to tell this person I'm hurt, or this person is doing something that's really damaging me, or it's ruining my life, or it's having a negative impact on me, and I need to tell them. I know they'll be mad, but if you really dig into the reason, the person won't be as mad. And a relationship with you, have this friendship with you, and although they'll be mad, you told them your true intentions. And the thing is, if you avoid it and you say, okay, I don't want to confront this issue with this person because they'll get mad, over time you're going to resent this person and you're going to lose this relationship with them. When really, had you just told them, the relationship could have got better and stronger. What do you think, Chris?
I think that's something that can go both ways. Sometimes there's things that you don't want to tell the other person, such as it might be things that they might get offended, or it might be things where it's not necessarily the best look from you to them. So always just judge it by the situation as well as the basis. But I agree with you of what you're saying. Majority of the time you do want to tell it how it is. Okay. And yeah, it's also, you just gotta stay relaxed and focused.
On to the last question here. Well, this one has a little more detail. I got offered this great job opportunity, but I don't want to leave my current job because I've been there for 10 years. Well, I understand that, and this could go for a lot of people. There's probably obviously a lot of people who are watching this who have been with a company or been in a job for years and years, and they feel they've been loyal and they don't want to leave. But the thing is, the way things are now, it's very rare to stick in one company. It's very, very rare. It's almost an old thing. And I understand having loyalty for a company, but at the same time, you gotta do what's best for you. And those 10 years that you put into that company, you're not gonna get that time back. It's gone, and you're not gonna get it back whether you stay or leave. So if you think, okay, I've been here for 10 years, I can't leave. Just look to the future, look to what's next, and sometimes you gotta take those leaps. You gotta take those risks, because those are some of the times where we get the biggest payoffs in life. And I don't mean just financially, but in success-wise, career-wise, happiness-wise, fulfillment-wise. So sometimes you do gotta take those leaps and go onto a different job. And I can't tell you if this is the right choice for you, but
Listen to your heart.
listen to your heart, and if uncertainty is holding you back, if you're saying, oh, I've been in this company for 10 years, I can't leave, those are not the right reasons to stay. Anything else to that?
I would say that yes, you may want to leave your current job or you may not. It depends on if you find your current job is a challenge for you. Meaning that, do you find that you're striving for the best every day, or do you find that a monkey can do your job, right? It's all depends on how you look at it, and risks are there to be taken. Meaning that if you find another job and it's a 6-month contract, there's a risk associated with that job. You don't know if it will be converted over to a permanent position or not. So I would say leave of absence. See if you can take a leave of absence to try another job out. And you're right, it is our option. We're not giving you a suggestion or every kind, it's just personal option. Like, I took a leave of absence to go back to school. So when you go back to school, you have to talk to your manager, you have to talk to your supervisor to see if there's something they can work out. If they can, that's perfect. If they can't, then again, it's a risk that you have to take. Like, I was determined to go back to school after seeing some of my friends that went to school, and even if I couldn't get the leave of absence approved, I was willing to quit my current job at the time to go back to school. So that was where my heart was. It doesn't necessarily mean you are in the same situation. Like I said, just listen to your heart.
And there you go, that is a true example, and a great example of taking a risk, because I know for Chris, it has paid off in the sense of his career, fulfillment, and happiness. Okay guys, those are all the questions for today. Thank you for coming and watching the second part of this question and answers. There won't be a third part, at least not for this one, but we will have one in the future. If we get more questions we find really appealing and we want to answer, we will answer. We necessarily don't like to answer questions that will just help one person. We want to answer questions that can help a wide range of people. So that is our focus, and we'll continue to do that. Until next time guys, as you know, I'm saying success. This is
Chris from Rude Baller YouTube channel.
Alright guys, thank you. Have a great day.